So I'm going to create a Christmas wreath, and I'm going to use some leather to wrap around this foam 14-inch wreath, and then just some of these little cotton ones, and then some of these leaves. And to finish it off with some burlap. I decided to test out how I want to lay out the leather lace. This is a 14-inch frame, and this lace that I'm using is 25 feet, and this is how much it covered. So I'm going to need 2 and a little bit to cover it, so just so you know how much you do need to buy. But I decided that I wanted it to be covering everything. So I don't know if you can tell, but as you're wrapping it, it starts to go one side, and so I would back wrap it so it kind of overlaps in some areas. So I would go 16 and then back 6 to overlap it. 16, back 6, overlap it. And that was the way I'm going to do this. But then what I was trying to decide is, do I take my leaves and put them in and start wrapping them individually? But what I decided to do is I'm going to just group my leaves together. This is some that I've already grouped together. As you can tell, I've done some wire through them because I just couldn't decide the best way to do it. There's probably multiple ways, and everybody's going to tell you to do it slightly different, like everything. But this is how I decided to do it because it's going to be easiest for me. So what I'll do is I'll finish wrapping all this, but I'm probably first going to hurry and put my other group together. And then what I'll do is I'll tie it in right here. I'm going to cut off this extra amount right here. And then I'll tie this one into at the same time. And then these guys will go over the top and over on this side. And then I'll finish it off by wrapping some burlap with a tie. So I'm going to hurry and do my other grouping of this. As you can tell, this one I angled it so it's going to go this way. So this one needs to angle to go this way. So what I do is I just take my leaves that I have, and this part is wire, it's bendy. So I'm going to just take it and I start just lapping them, overlapping them. And these leaves are all different. So it just depends on how you want it to group. So I think that's the order I'm going to go. So this is last, this is next, and this one. So I'm going to take my wire. This is just green floral wire. And I'm going to take it and to start out, I'm going to start at this very top one. Take it and twist it to get it all done. Okay. So now it's secured to this guy. So I'm just going to hurry and start wrapping it. Oh, and as you can tell, these guys come off really easy because they're plastic. I think I'm going to go through and glue them all on. So that one just broke off. And this one's broken too. See, that's why I'm going to probably go back through and glue them together. But let's just turn and start wrapping this guy. And they're about the same length, so that's great. Some of these. Okay, So there's that side. And I'll just cut my wire. And just close it off. Okay, so I have this side and I have this side. And I'm going to cut off some of this stuff, and then again I'll be setting this over the top of it. I'm going to bow so you won't be able to see this part. Okay, so I have these two guys done. I'm going to set them aside. And now I'm just going to finish wrapping my wreath. I taped the back side right here. As you can tell, we did glue this side, and I'm going to need to cut it right here and glue this next piece on. So to make it stay where I want it, while the glue is holding, I'm going to just tape this side. Okay, and now again I'm just using my Gorilla Glue, same stuff I started out with. And making sure I'm only doing this to the back side. Okay, so I have the other piece glued on now. So I'm going to let that sit and dry, and then I'll come back and start wrapping it. Now that the glue is dried, I'm going to hurry and just show you how I wrap this around, and it's going to be consistent all the way around. So once I get through one section, I'm going to just finish it without videoing, just so you can see in the time being. Okay, so as you can see, this one right here is on, see how there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 higher up than this. So this one's my first loop of this first one. So I'm just gonna keep doing that all the way around until I have 16 of those. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we have the 16. I have it at the top, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this next strand and I'm going to count down 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm gonna place this guy right on it and take it back up to the top and push it down. Now what I'll do is I'm gonna just kind of make it look a little better, laying wise. I normally might take to the second one. Okay, so that was the end of my 6th one on that last one, so this is one for the next. So that's the start of the next row. See how they have different layers right there? So, and then I'm just gonna keep going all the way around, and I'll come back when I have finished to here. I finished wrapping the whole frame with the leather, and so this is what it looks like. As you can tell, they're slightly different colors, but so that's the back. That's where I glued it together at the end. So now what I'm going to do is, since this one's a little weird looking, I'm going to have that be my bottom. And now I'm going to just attach these onto the frame, and what I decided to do is I'm just going to use some wire, the floral wire again, the green wire, and I'm just going to hurry and attach this here, and this one I'm going to have it be as close as possible. I think I'm going to cut off this one end though. And since this is flapping, I'm probably going to take a wire and hurry and attach it here and attach it there. But before I do that, I'm going to hurry and add these guys. So I'm going to cut this guy right here. So I have them all attached now, and now we're just going to wrap it so you can't see this part. And what I've decided to do is just use some burlap. So since my burlap is really, really long, it'll cover it very easily. So what I'm going to do is just tie it. So I think I'm going to have it be about right, like that. And then make sure all those are hidden. I'm going to flip it over. And I'm just going to fold this up like that. And I'm going to hot glue it, just folding it up and over. That way you can't see any of the wires. But to give you an idea, what it will look like. It'll look something like that. I debated on putting a bow, which I made one, just to give you an idea, but I thought it looked really bulky. So I decided not to put the bow and just do this knot right there. So you can add a bow if you'd like, but I decided it would be just too much. So I'm gonna hurry and do that hot glue.